So this is the first, I guess, episode for us in a very, very long, maybe never-ending series. I'm Turo,
And I'm Ryan.
and
We're gonna be doing the series This Week in Jump.
yeah, that's a good name. Alrighty, which we just give our basic opinions, basic rankings and roadmaps to where we think currently Shonen Jump is heading towards, and where we think it can improve, and where it's kind of blowing our minds. So we have a list here, and this week I'm going based off of your list and letting you know my opinions on it.
Okay. So, for my starter, I have at number 15, which is the lowest one this week for me, Food Wars.
Food Wars.
Yes. This week, I just didn't feel like a whole lot happened.
Yeah, with Soma, Takumi,
It was
maybe
nice.
teaming up, or definitely teaming up.
They were like cats and dogs for a little bit, and then I did like seeing Dawn actually use his shaker, and that it had like the little grooves on the inside that gave the his dish that he introduced.
Yeah, they gave it a little bit more airy, very light, making it very light, adding bubbles into it.
Yes, it didn't make them seem like it was like a very heavy meal.
Yeah.
But like it had like 30 layers in each one, and they're like it only has like a few. The highlight for me was seeing the Mezzaluna.
Yeah, the Mezzaluna coming out.
The spread page was nice, and I'm more curious into what their dish is going to look like than Don's dishes. Like it was kind of nice you got the little fan service here and there, but as a whole, it didn't really feel that special as a chapter.
It really didn't. And them really going away from, preparing the food, describing the food, making people want to eat the food, kind of went away in the last couple of chapters. And
they kind of hinted at it here, but not really.
Yeah, I think for Food Wars, they definitely need to bring that back so that they can bring back some readers.
It's going at 100 miles an hour, and
I'm sorry, food prep does not go that fast unless you want salmonella.
Skipping all the steps. I did like how the WGO guy, the guy with the ponytail, was telling them, "Oh, well, we can investigate why," because Don wanted to have Soma not even be able to compete at all.
Yeah, just disqualified.
That was kind of nice, but that was at the beginning, and then it kind of
some rationality into the mix. It's very nice.
And what about yourself? Where were you putting it, or are you not going to reveal that?
I was at the very bottom.
Also,
next to the few that I have not caught up with yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad we were there.
That doesn't happen all the time. I mean, it happens every now and then.
Yes.
All right, moving on to the next major title. We're going to talk about mine, number 14. We Never Learn.
Really?
Oh, okay.
That one I felt it was very wholesome. It was very cute. It's awkward. Awkward teenagers just experiencing love.
Yeah.
And them each other trying to hide the fact that the other had a swimsuit model magazine left by his friend. It was really cute. I really enjoyed it. Uruka already has kind of like the favor of the siblings.
Should marry her brother.
Yeah, you totally should marry him. And she sends a very, very attractive photo. Then immediately says it's a picture of a dog she found.
She deleted it.
Yeah.
She deleted the image. It said this image has been deleted. And I thought that was a good gag. It's just like, oh my god, I hope he didn't see it.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It could have been in his pocket, but no, he happened to be looking at his phone at that time.
Yeah, and did the double take, rubbed his eyes, made sure he wasn't studying too hard.
Yeah, that's why I ranked it pretty high.
The only reason I didn't rank it that high was because of the other titles I felt like had chapters this week that just blew it out of the water as far as like the narrative is concerned.
Really?
Because I felt like there was a lot of little narrative stuff. and last week I harped on you, like, this wasn't ever recorded, so anybody listening does not know this, but anything from the week before, I was harping on you for We Never Learned being like the bottom of your list, and I was just like, why? But yeah, I did like that his friend Omori left that, or Omori, Omori. Sorry for butchering that. He left that there, and yeah, how they were trying to hide it, and then yeah, she went in the bathroom, took pictures, and was just acting all sexy in front of him, and she's just like, he's not recognizing it. Oh, he told it, and then he's just like, oh my gosh, she's sexier than usual.
Yeah, like just keeping his cool and
keep composure.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it wasn't bad. I definitely didn't like hate anything this week. Like, just because it's that low doesn't mean I don't like it. I'm not gonna read the next chapter.
Alrighty, what do you have next for us?
Next for us is Yuna, which you haven't got up to date yet.
I'm trying to catch up. That one's pretty long, and I haven't really been keeping up with it.
Well, that one isn't officially in published version. Excuse me, of Jump. So you have to like
kind of search around for it.
Search around. It's licensed by Yen Press, so it's a little harder to find. So in this one, we've already established that Chisaki wakes up, and she was like with Kogarashi, but she doesn't realize that she was naked and that, like, oh my god, we're married. No, they're not actually married. It's 10 years in the future. She checks to see if she has a ring. She doesn't. And she was wondering, oh my god, did the ritual mess up for everything, and I'm just stuck here in the future.
In the future, kind of alternate universe, maybe not?
Well, it's supposed to be the idea that she was going to see a future where her and Kogarashi were together, so I guess you could consider that an alternate timeline. But, I mean, she's the only human, and he's a human, and every other girl who's in the series, that's in the harem series, is, like, they're all like a tanuki, a ghost, a ninja. They're all very unique and different. So she's like the most normal out of them. Mm-hmm. So I could see it like plausibly happening that way. Mm. And in this timeline, Yuna's already passed on. She actually is able to kiss him on the cheek, even though he'll never remember it, because if she goes back in time, that would never have happened.
Yes.
So it's like a very what-if scenario. It's like it pretty much is. It's just like 100% what-if scenario, and she's having to not spoil the future for herself, where she can go back in time and influence it and maybe make it come out that way or come out differently.
Yeah, or actually, enjoy it.
I completely forgot to mention that the only reason she knows that is because she went to the inn, the Yuragi Inn, to see who was there, and she's actually greeted by Kuyuzu and Katsuragi, the other person who has to hide her outward appearance through their skills.
Nakai-san. Still tiny as ever.
Well, she's a Zashiki Warashi, so she'll never age.
Right. Forgot about that. Just read up on that.
So yeah, she never ages. She was gonna say something about that Kogarashi became different after the high school trip, and then Chisaki was like, no, don't tell me, I don't want to influence the future. It does end with her going back home, and then Kogorashi's like undressing, and then like he's like gonna get on her, and it's like, you're not going to sleep. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, what is she supposed to do? Is she going to punch him?
No.
Like before?
No. I don't think she's gonna punch him. I think she's
going to embrace it.
She's gonna indulge herself. Next on my list is Jujutsu Kaisen, number 12.
Jujutsu Kaisen is getting awesome.
It's good. Did you find out if that axe guy has a name? Because I swear to God,
I have not.
Okay.
I have not been able to find a name for the man with an axe. I just called him a curse user.
Yeah, that's what they refer to him as, and I was just like...
And the other one is the tree curse, because his nearly invincible body, but his tree branch eyes can take some damage. He
wasn't actually the one that brought down or used the screen, because he gets aggravated and says, well, where's Goro?
Yeah, like we remember seeing him working on like the land
Mhm.
before,
Yes.
he wasn't doing any kind of incantation. Someone else was influencing
Or
that
Gojo.
barrier.
Gojo.
I didn't think that the screen was made from him.
Yeah. The only reason I thought that was because like the previous chapter, like it was like, oh well, he's the
Right.
one that did it.
Yeah.
Because he's like, okay, the screen's coming down,
Yeah.
and
It's setting up for a really good I hope conclusion for this middle of the spiritual
I would say we've got probably
exam.
10 chapters or more before we see
Mhm.
that tree curse actually be defeated.
Okay.
Because I don't think unless
She's got nunchucks, dual
yeah
nunchucks right now.
yeah, but I don't know how strong she is versus that, because that thing's already proven to be like stronger than the guy who uses voice Inumaki.
Yeah.
Because he just screamed at it. He was able to stop it, but he used up like all of his energy
Yeah,
just trying to do
yeah.
that.
He told them to blast off, and he didn't lift off the ground.
Yeah.
He just got pushed back.
Yeah, I was like, that's
Really, really cool ability. Not good in this case when he literally absorbs attacks on anything but his tree branches, from what we've seen.
yeah, he didn't take any impact from anything else.
Yeah, and the headmaster.
Oh, using the flying V guitar.
Yeah, like that is awesome.
That is cool.
I want to see more. Show me this badass.
I made a lame joke in my notes. I was just like, axe versus axe. I was like, I'll throw that in there. I'll give myself the dad
Yeah,
joke.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, the Shikigami just got totally wrecked.
Yeah, but they can be used as diversions.
Yeah, so I don't see this ending anytime soon. I don't see God, what is her name? Maki? Yeah, Maki. Maki with her coming in with that sword. Sword gets destroyed.
Yeah.
Gives them a chance to actually find out what his weakness is, and they find out that it's the tree eyes.
Mm-hmm. It's unique, and really want to see what kind of powers that thing can bring out, other than just being a hulking mass of metals.
Nototoshi got totaled. Just got punched in the face, knocked down. I don't think he's going to come back in the fight anytime soon. I think they're just going to have to pair up between Megumi and Maki.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to figure out a way to take it down before... what is that girl that is with the principal? What is
the other teacher?
Yes, Utahime.
Utahime.
I was like, what is her name?
There's going to be a lot of names that we mispronounce, and a lot of ones that we will just outright forget. And that's just going to be something we accept or get better at.
We might put notes at the bottom saying what, who we're referring to. This
or,
person,
or
if they have
quite
no
literally
name.
show a picture of their character.
Yeah, I mean, well, for some of them, there's no name. Like I couldn't find the name for the guy with the ponytail from the WGO Association. I couldn't find it for Food Wars. Axe guy.
Yeah.
What is his
guy.
name? He's the guy. Curse
His name
user.
is Axe Man.
That and most of these names are ones that we've just read, and if it's not pronounced in like an anime, or if I've heard it from other people saying it, which I don't watch that many people that review this type of stuff, but
we do the best we can. We do the best we can.
We're American. I'm sorry. Not my native language. Number 11, Hell Warden, which is actually, this is higher on my list than it has been in the past.
Okay, I ranked this one fairly low.
Ooh.
We got a little bit of insight into Higuma and Lord Enma's relationship. It really isn't like it's still a boss, but very, very lax. In which case, hey, you go do this.
Yeah,
you're going to want to do this. But I'm just gonna laze around, and yeah, I'm gonna make your friends join you. Like, I don't want you to be lonely.
But he also did point out that he didn't make them use the powers. They did it on their own.
Yeah.
And I did like how he gave him crap. He was like, "Stop turning my friends into Burishia."
Yeah, and in which case, if this is, Lord Enma could be a god, a demigod, another warden.
I'd say
the
he's a god, but
yeah,
I don't know. We don't.
yeah,
We're not
we don't know
clarified
yet.
yet.
But if he's talking back like this with no real fear,
He says
like
he can't influence them though.
yeah, it's with no. I'm talking about Higuma not having any real fear
Yeah,
against Lord Enma.
yeah, because Emma says that he can't make them do anything
Yeah.
because people have free will.
Yeah, that kind of relationship is very interesting to me. Like, why would you want to do some? Why would you want to do a favor for this person if they're doing things counter to what you want? You don't want your friends to be in this, even though your friends are okay with this. It's very trickster esque, very manipulative. Very much very easy example is one like Loki for his own kind of selfish desires, he'll get other people involved. But
True.
this seems more of a Loki on the justice side, maybe more akin to like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of trickster god that is on the lawful side of things, just tricking people for the greater good of people.
So like, neutral good.
Yes. And
yeah, I can see that because he doesn't go out of his way to go and like get the fugitive spirits.
Yeah.
Or anything. He's like, hey,
and
I have a mission for you to do. That Kitsune is just unredeemable.
Terrible thing.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna make you kill your children, and then when you say I want to spare them, I'm gonna make you kill them, and then I'm gonna kill you.
And this Kitsune Fox is following orders from some kind of creature named Engetsu.
Yes.
So that's a name that I'm going to be following very, very closely.
Yeah. When it's mentioned.
And also, I don't really get why Enma, at the end, was so serious giving the orders to Higuma. Like, the tonal change at the end there. Like, oh, I need you to go do this for me. Like, okay, it's kind of like a Kitsune Fox. I've heard about it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end is like, I need you to take care of this. Like,
well,
why?
Yeah, well, there's a line that it almost comes off like as a throwaway line towards the end. Where is it? There it is. Where it's referring to how the Kitsune is working for
Engetsu.
And Engetsu is working for an old guy who released the spirits. Mm. So it's almost a throwaway line, the old man for liberating us spirits. Mm. So there's another person above them. It was a Hell Warden who just let these people out. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So right now we have a current villain, not a overreaching villain, but we have a current villain for this arc. It is this Kitsune. I can't wait for more than just the hands to be chopped off.
For everything that he's done, I mean, he's just awful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill these birds' eggs, and then I'm gonna taunt them about it. Like, I was like, ugh. I don't even like birds, and I thought that was just rude.
Yeah, so pretty good chapter, but nothing
and
super
then,
crazy. We'll see about that next chapter.
And then we get into where my rankings go off the rails as far as probably what is considered to be acceptable within the community itself.
Alrighty.
Number 10, My Hero Academia.
What?
Just because I didn't really care for the information dump that Shinzo was actually going to be given a chance to be in the hero course. That was fairly obvious to me.
Yes, we
already knew that was going to happen.
We knew as soon as we saw him participating, we knew he's going to get in, he's going to show us some good stuff.
We don't know what course he's going to be in, A or B, but still. Or class, sorry.
Yes.
Class.
I think based off of what we've seen, I think he will be an A just because he's quick thinking. He is a little bit more top tier. And if people see him more, people saw him at the sports festival and they're seeing him now amongst peers, I think he really has a shot to, grow his character and maybe get a small arc for himself, and that would be best done in Class A.
Yeah. I mean, even this would be, you could consider this to be an arc because he's seeing that he's improved himself greatly from how he was. He's actually able to stand toe-to-toe, more or less, But I mean, you're going against Deku. Deku has plot armor.
Yeah.
um, but yes, I didn't feel like it was a lot there going on. I did like the flashbacks where he was like, "Oh, I'm pretty much useless.
Yes.
I need to get stronger." Aizo was like, "Pfft."
He was choking him out.
Yeah.
Cute Uraraka.
Yes,
She
her
was just
getting
cute.
Oh, the way you just hugged on to Deku, and the strangulation scene was funny.
Yes.
Basically, shut up. And which class is he going to be in?
Here,
And then there's the little blurb at the end with Monoma having to go with Eri for.
Is he going to use, because she is a little bit unstable with her power? Is he then going to try to master her power so that she can heal? What is Mirio? What if he is trying to learn her ability so that he can teach her how to control it better?
That is a very, very good speculation.
Yeah. I honestly think that's
the point of that little blurb.
That is that little point. I hope it's true because I would love to see Mirio again. But also one little gripe I had is everyone just really glossing over hiding one for all and his new ability. They literally just kind of swept out on the rug.
I don't know what happened. It just kind of, I don't know. Black tendrils came out. It was a thing.
And there was almost no explanation, and it was just okay from everyone else.
Even All Might looked kind of confused. I guess he's going to ask him probably after this chapter, but that's why I was like, it was more of a Shinzo chapter.
Definitely.
So,
definitely.
As far as like anything like major, I guess you could consider that major. I mean, I put series high because I thought the next chapter was going to have something like really, really. I was like, okay, this is going to be awesome, and then it like lets me down. I'm like, oh well, this affects my opinion on that.
All right.
Next unpopular opinion, number 9 is One Piece.
One Piece, okay. I placed that one fairly high.
And this is the only time that One Piece hasn't been in my top 3.
Yes. One Piece, it's very, very popular.
I have a crap ton of merchandise for it, so yes. I can't say that I hate it.
You technically got another piece today
in the Jump Force statue, which is plastic, but hey, it still looks badass. So.
We see Robin get caught by, what was it, 11 ninjas?
And Oniwaban.
Yes. Was looking for a specific person. Correct?
I thought she was looking for the poneglyphs.
Well, she was looking for the poneglyphs, but the lie she told the shinobis is...
Oh, yeah. She was... It was a little throwaway line.
Yes.
What are you doing here? And she just says she was looking for the funds, the flow of money into the capital.
Yes, and she was captured, and good thing she was making a copy because she poofed. Released her devil fruit power and just continued on. She tried hiding with other geisha next to Shogun Orochi. And if you know...
He's insufferable.
If you know the word Orochi, you know...
Spoilers at the end.
You know what kind of power he is going to have. And I think that was very interesting and still very thematic for... the
transformation at the end.
For the Wano
yes.
country.
Yes.
Still very nice on that fact.
I did like how he was like, "Oh well, you're trying to say that I'm afraid of that? Well, I'm not afraid of that." Mm-hmm. Making himself seem big, and then like everybody's trying not to laugh.
Yeah, and he's got 8 heads.
Otoko.
Yes.
Otoko just starts laughing. It was great before he turns into his form after. So, who is her father?
Otoko?
No.
Oh, the
Kamarashi.
Yes, the beautiful geisha.
Saki.
Yes, beautiful geisha.
Kamarasaki.
Could Kinemon have had a child?
Well, it has been 20 years since they were around, so that might make sense because they teleported to the future.
Yes. So Kinemon could be the father at this time.
Yeah.
At this time. and still be his same age.
They just say samurai.
Yeah, she is.
Specify. And then the last little bit on there was Kiyoshiro draws his blade.
Yes.
So I think he's gonna fight Orochi.
Really, I thought he was very on Orochi's side.
I don't know. Just the way, just how it just comes out of nowhere. Why would Orochi need help defeating her?
I don't think needs it for that.
You're talking about Robin?
Robin took Otoko.
Yeah, but she is also being caught by the Oniwaban. There's like one little guy who just notices her. So you think that the Oniwaban member and then Kiyoshiro is going to attack Robin?
I believe so. I think he's still going to be on their side. Unless he is
That'd be a nice twist, a double agent.
Unless he is a very, very secretive
guy.
Secret samurai. Because the way he's drawing his sword, very in that sense.
You might be right. I'm just throwing out speculation.
Yeah, maybe he has a crescent moon tattoo somewhere on his body.
Well, he's supposed to be Yakuza. So.
Yeah, but the crescent moon is from the old samurai. The Odin house?
Odin house.
Yes. So maybe he has that somewhere, and he, like you said, turns on Orochi. Could be.
I would think that'd be a nice twist, but that might be like too obvious, or it's just like, oh yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and And for that, I didn't feel like a whole lot happened. That's why I put it that low with other narrative developments in every other series.
So, who is next?
Chainsaw Man, which is the first time.
Chainsaw Man.
I think this is the first time I've put it in the single digits at all.
Yeah, I love Chainsaw Man. I love how it looks. I love how easy it is to read. It's very free flowing, and
fast paced.
It might be bad early on. We get a little bit of insight on Power. I forgot her name was Power.
Yeah, when you're reading it, it's just like, wait, her name is Power? Oh.
I'm not sure if she is a power devil, because, we see Cucumber Devil, Bat Devil, Chainsaw Devil. Maybe she is Power Devil? I'm not sure, because she's just possessing someone.
Question mark.
And we learned a little bit about her.
That she has affection for her.
Yeah.
Nyako.
And she loves this kitty cat. And the kitty cat is adorable.
Well, it is a very chubby cat.
Yes.
And then she gets rescued by Denji.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, give me the boob.
Yeah, but he asks permission first. Consent is very big because he doesn't want to get any female on his bad side.
Well, yeah,
he still has, respect.
Respect,
man. It's like she said, it's pretty dumb to want that.
Well, that to be your lone motivator for why you're like, I'm gonna help you. Why? Because I haven't felt a woman.
Yes. And he's young, and he didn't have any schooling. He literally... in the first chapter, we learned that he's missing body parts because he sold it.
Yeah.
Well, I think they regrew back because he had an eye patch, and his eye grew back.
Yeah, I was going to say, at this point, I think he has pretty good regenerative powers, considering he's a hybrid.
Denji is getting what he wants. He's getting what he...
I did not expect the whole part where his arm just gets shot off.
Yeah.
By the mate of that other devil.
Yes.
And it's like, I'll let you go because you're cute.
Yeah, and...
Wait, which one's the girl? Is that the girl or is that the guy? I would assume that it's a girl because he says he's cute, unless he's, gay.
No, this one definitely said it's my boyfriend.
Does it say boyfriend?
On
Yeah, I was gonna say on the app, there are variants of the translation.
Yes, because
it said
we read these
I read it on the
ones.
app too, and it said boyfriend. I
Yeah.
think I remember reading it and said boyfriend.
Yeah, so this one I definitely feel is the female counterpart if they have these kinds of relationships.
Unless they're gay. Not that there's
Unless
anything
they're
wrong with
gay.
that, because we're doing a Seinfeld reference.
Yes.
Uh,
But he still wants to fight with a little bit of
he couldn't.
chainsaw blood.
I was gonna say, yeah, he didn't have the ability, so I don't know how he's gonna fight with a stump, and then he can't even go into full Chainsaw Man mode.
I have a solution to that.
Eat the other guy.
No.
What's the obvious solution?
You bring in the one who set them up as the pair for the day. You set them up.
Oh, the other members.
The guy who's Denji is rooming with right now.
Oh, okay.
Don't have his name on hand, but here's bam picture. That guy.
And it's there.
Roommate who deals with Denji. Reads very quick, very quick.
Yeah.
And I like that, especially when I have so much to read.
And
So we're about halfway.
About halfway
About halfway done here. We're gonna continue on in the following part of this